Hey, hey, hey. Just kidding. Checking to see if we are dropping scenes, and we are not. So we are going live, honey. Who is ready? Okay. It's your girl J9E, and we about to do this. Okay. Again. Again. Cause I said so. Come mama said so. Come mama said so. Okay. Okay. And just like that. Are we in jail? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And now we wait. Ah, my baby's out here doing it night. Out in these here streets. They better be behaving. What's going on, Jared? It's mama. I'm here. How you doing? How's my babies, huh? How my babies doing? How my babies doing? How they doing? How they doing? Yes, pin up. We are in the building. Tequila Belton. We are here. Honey Pot, Arlene, and Verna. Erica is here. Hey, booze. Did y'all miss me? Did you miss me? I know. You saw this face yesterday. But I'm back because Daryl. Really? Because Daryl. Hey, B Blanco. Hey, boo. Mama do love you. The best mama bear. Hey. Hey, Alice. Mama love you too, honey pot. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. Oh, Mama thinks she got a surprise for you guys. Yes. Let me check and make sure that it's in here. We're gonna do. Let's see. Window capture, no, we don't want that. It is image. There it is. Hold on. I got some more content-y stuff. Found a letter from Dawn to the judge. I thought it would be interesting to read it in what I think it would be a Dawn voice. Let's see. Make sure I put it in the right file here. Being Dawn Woods. Yep, there it is. Let's see. Make it the right size. Yep, that's the one. I'm gonna make it about that size. We're gonna make it that size. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Okay. We'll check that out a little later. Yes, it's full of misspellings and other fun treats. Oh, I cannot wait. I didn't read it. I think I read like the first couple of lines. I read just enough to realize what it was. It was from Dawn and that it was to the judge. That was enough for me, honey. Then I just had to find it. Like I could tell it was more than one page, so I had to find the other page. And I found it. Yep. Hey, Amanda. How you doing, baby? Steve in the building. Yes, honey. Yes. Real talk with Rita or Retta. Real talk with Retta. We got us another mod in the house. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes. Mama. Josh always come in the room with that mama. He's that kid. That's my boy. That's my baby. It's about the cage. Is it about the caged bird? Oh, what's going on, Amy? Welcome, Booze. How's my Pookie's doing? It's me exciting. We're gonna watch Daryl just really have it out. This is the day. The day we're watching today is like while the jury is supposed to be, deciding, which is hilarious because they had already figured this shit out. They was in there playing like card games and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to pass the time. That's all. Just passing on the time. Because they already knew. Yes. 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 Let me get to the beginning of this. Scoochie on over here. Scoochie, scoochie, scoochie. Scoochie. Look at Daryl getting himself ready. Where you at? Look at those little. Yeah, how your boxes doing, Daryl? His boxes is so tore up, considering he ain't really do nothing with them. He was in there fighting his boxes. Fight me, box. The boxes must be female. They must be female boxes because, because Daryl. Judge is a cutie. Yes, she is, honey. Yes, she is. 76 equals 77 equals 1,000. 1,000 years. Oh, now you see why they call him Math Boy Fly. I wonder how he came up with that name. Remember, I asked Erica, she didn't know. So apparently he's not good at math. Because if he was good at math, she would have been like, well, I don't really know for sure, but he is good at math, so maybe that's why. But no, she had no idea. She's like, I have no fucking clue. Maybe because he had counted that $48 accurately 3 times in a row. He was like, you know what? I'm the math boy. I'm a math boy, and my ears do stick off, so it kind of looks like I can fly. You know what? Math boy fly it is. I think we just solved it. We just sat right here and solved it. How he came up with that name. That was way too easy. Super easy. Rachel, hey boo. Hey Kay and Byam. How you doing, Pookie? How you doing? Say Daryl Brooks is innocent, just like OJ. That part, honey. That part. Hey, did you goodness? Yes, honey. Crazy Casey. Thank you for my super sticker, baby. Mama love you. Yes, she do. We got us a special treat tonight for everybody. We'll be coming just randomly. You know how mama work. I got a letter from Miss Dawn, Daryl's mom Dukes, to the judge, telling her, you know what? You needs to let him go. You got to let him go, okay? But I want to keep my restraining order, so he can't come back to my house, okay? Oh, is that how that work? Is that how that work? That's how that work. Oh, that's how it works. You gotta let him go, but I want my restraining order to stay intact. You feel me? Be like, okay, fine, we're gonna let him go, but we're gonna take away your restraining order. Be like, never mind, just keep him. Shit. Damn. And that's how that conversation goes. Okay. Okay. Ain't nobody signing up to a life of Daryl, okay? Oh, Calvin and the Chipmunks. Oh no. Daryl and his boys. He like, these is my boys. Yeah, we the crew. You imagine him and his little crew walking down the street. Oh my god, because Daryl's head is so big. So like in his old pictures and stuff, you couldn't tell. You really could not tell he's so little because his face is ginormous. Or at least it seems like it's big. It's maybe his face seems so big because his body's so little though. Oh yeah. Look, just solved that one too. Mama is solving all the big riddles here. Just solving them, just one after the other. What else we got? We got Debbie in the house. Mm. Uh, 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 mm, 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 mm. Not only could he hear her from the other room, he was competent enough to correct her. I don't know if I would call it competent. That was stupid of you, Daryl. That was dumb. You're supposed to be pretending to not be able to hear so you can use it in appeals. He's so dumb. I know he that's how he started out, deciding to pretend like he couldn't hear so he could use that, but then he kept forgetting. So he couldn't control himself. He wanted to yell at her. He like, shit, I done blew my cover. I done blew it. I done blew it. That's what I be doing. I be blowing it. Don't be checking my boxes. What you ain't gonna do is be looking in my boxes, okay? That's what you ain't gonna do. Who is this person behind this box right here? Who's this? Like behind this box corner. What am I looking at here? This person looks confusing. Let me push play for a second and get it. Okay, it's a dude. I couldn't tell. It was like somewhere in between. Oh, he's press. He's the press. Oh, he's probably a YouTuber too. Oh, I want to be the press. I want to be the press and go into one of these things one day. Go into a hearing. They be having plenty of court stuff here in Atlanta. It's hilarious. People just don't know how to stay in the house. Oh, yes, honey. Yes. Page. What's Page? Page Matthews. Amanda Page. We are taking it one day at a time. Thank you. Oh, look at the family. Being such good siblings, looking after each other, supporting each other. That's what we do. And speaking of that, somebody put it up in the put a link. One of my mods, can y'all put the link up on the chat, and then I will pin it to the top because we're trying to get Muse and Murder to 1,000 subs inside of a 2-week span. Otherwise, it won't look like Mama Psychic. And Mama likes to look. Psychic. You know what I'm saying? Muse and Murder. Somebody put the link to the YouTube chat, the YouTube channel, in the chat, and then I will pin it to the top. I will pin it, honey. That's what I be doing. I be pinning it. I'm just so waiting for one of my moms to put it in the chat. I might have to do it myself. Am I gonna have to do it myself? I might have to do it myself. There's a delay on here. I'll wait. Somebody will do it. My mod from yesterday ain't in here though, so yeah, Retta wasn't in here, so she may not know about it. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, she my only mod tonight. Oh, okay, I'll do it myself. I guess. That's what I be doing. Muse and Murder. If you were not in the chat yesterday, in the live stream, then it would be so nice if somebody would put it in the chat, because I don't be knowing how to do this. Is it just like youtube.com/Muse and Murder? Is that it? Thank you, Jay Watts. Mama love you. Yes, she do. I don't want to know what's wrong with the notifications, but I'm upset that I almost missed this live. Love you, J9. Hate you, Daryl. I know that's right. Mama love you too. Thank you, baby pie. Nobody gonna put it in the chat. Put the link to Muse and Murder. Oh, y'all gonna make me do it. Y'all gonna make me do it. Y'all make me do it. I don't wanna have to do it. Okay. Why? As soon as I finally find it on my computer, then somebody gonna put it up. Y'all be messing with me. Muse and murder. Okay. I just need to copy the link. There we go. There we go. Now we there. Now we in there. We in there. Yeah, yeah. Did not look like it was hit by the SUV. I know it sure. It definitely looked like something grabbed hold of his tie and dragged him down the road, don't it? It's like all bunched up at the top. Like it just got like he was walking down the street. Or he climbed out of a car and then his tie got caught in the door and then the car took off. He just got dragged like that, all the way down the street. Oh, I could dream. I could dream. Oh, see, look, I knew it. I knew it. As soon as I put it on, as soon as I figured it out, somebody was gonna put it on there. All right, so I am pinning a link. Well, I'm gonna post it in here, and then I'm gonna pin it. All right, all right. So I have pinned a. I pinned a link to the top of the chat. If you were not in here yesterday, Muse and Murder is one of Mama's babies. Okay, Mama's babies has a YouTube channel. Okay, and you know how we function in here. We support each other. That's what we do. Okay, you support your siblings. Okay, because your mama said that you got to do that. Okay, so we are gonna get her YouTube channel to 1,000 subs. I guessed it. I psychicked it. Okay, if you will, to under 2 weeks, she's gonna have her 1,000 subs. Okay, so y'all are gonna go there. She does Daryl content, but it's also a true crime channel. She does other true crime, and I watched one of her videos, like one of her. She has like a podcast thing that is like her and her husband, I guess, and they are like they do actual real full stories. I seen her little notebook out, she's taking notes and stuff. She's like on it. Like me, I just fly right off the top. You know what I'm saying? So y'all click on there, go and subscribe to the channel. Watch, check it out. Like she's like cute and sweet and humorous. Okay, but she gives Daryl the business, and that's what Mama likes. So we want to flood these here internet streets with Daryl ain't shit content, so that if Daryl ends up ever on the internet and ends up finding his way to a computer with YouTube and he Googles his name, this is what he'll say. This is what we're hoping for. So go on and click the link, sub the channel, check it out. You know what I'm saying? Because my mama said it. My mama said so. Okay. All right. We're going to leave the link up there. It'll be up there all night. Okay. Okay. So let's get into this. Is y'all ready? Is y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Y'all always ready. Y'all stay ready. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. Mama's advice of the night, okay? Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. All right, Daryl, what you got for us tonight? Okay, the press is watching. He's right behind you. Oh. Do, 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 do. Yes, honey. It's not muted or anything. It's just that they haven't turned the mics on yet. They're gonna turn it on. It's gonna come on and it'll be once the judge comes in, she turns the mic things on. They're just getting a look at Daryl while he waits for the judge to come in. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, I guess they're talking to each other, but they haven't turned the thing on yet. Turn the mic on so we can hear.
Before and all of the
way that Your Honor wanted me to answer, but I stressed yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
if I don't understand something, how am I supposed to answer a question that I don't
Oh, you got your
understand
shirt, people.
fundamentally?
Did you send Mama link?
It's not me saying yes or no,
Did you send Mama picture?
and it's not me saying, okay, I want to
Hey,
waive this or
WC.
that right. And I'm not trying to
Thank you, people.
make an
Mama
argument with you
love
in any way. I'm just seeking
Yes,
to
you do.
understand how these decisions are made. If I'm letting the court know and I'm putting the court on notice, hey, I don't understand this or I don't understand
Yeah, hit the
that.
like button, y'all. Hit that like button for Mama. Ooh, 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 ooh,
any other things? Otherwise, I'm prepared to address each one of those.
Yeah. There was a mention of if there is a conviction in this matter, there's a mention of sentencing, which I'm assuming there'll be
Oh, Jay Watt said every time Daryl moves, his hairline is like 3 minutes behind. That's why I keep getting pushed back. Every time you move forward, it goes back a little bit. Like it don't know that they move forward, so it's just staying back here. It's like shit. Now I'm back far, even farther back. I'm gonna get left behind.
some
Maybe
type
it's for the
of
best.
People may want to speak. I know if there is a conviction on my half, people would definitely want to address the court.
Muse and Murder. There she is. This is her. This is her, you guys. Say hi. Say hi. If you were not in the chat yesterday, this is Muse and Murder. This is her link at the top. Okay. Okay. We're going to get her to 1,000 subs in under 2 weeks so that Mama can be psychic and claim her psychicness and still be correct. Mama like to be right. You feel me? You feel me? Thank you, girl. Say J9, I so well. I declare. Thank you for all the love, Mama. Your community has been finding me all. Oh yeah, oh my babies is on it. Is they on it? Yes, they are. Finding me all day, and they are so lovely. I know, aren't they? I have the best. I have the best babies. And I've been in plenty of YouTube chats and stuff like that, and people's it's terrible in there. Like mine are all authentically my babies. They are all just these. It's this beautiful thing. I didn't even think it existed. I have the best chat. I have the best. And now, well, no, you were already one of my babies, though. This is your family too. What am I talking about? You know. I ain't got to tell you. You've been right in here with us. Oh, love it. And it's a testament to the light you emanate. Yes, I emanate the light. Do I? Do I emanate the light? Is that what it is? Oh, see? Now get on over there and like that channel. Subscribe. Thank you, booby. Mama love you. Yes, you do. We're going to hit that there 1,000. Mama likes to affect the change, and you know this. You know this, man.
There'll be a lot of affairs that need to be put in order, obviously on my side. If it pleases the court, if there is a conviction in this matter, I would like the sentencing to not be so quick. I'm asking if it pleases the court for the sentencing to be held off into a later time, not a day or two or a week, just so that affairs can be put in order properly and so that
Miss Daly said, we support and don't want you to turn the car around. I know that's right. Don't make me turn this car around. And we'll not be fighting in here. I will turn this car around. Don't think I won't do it.
People that want to come in and speak will have the opportunity to address the court.
I think if that pleases, request, sir.
If that pleases.
A bunch of spiders having a party on your head.
I thought about that and some more overnight, that in the event there is a conviction, that I would like to give the parties an opportunity to do that. I have no idea how many people would want to speak. My inclination would be, again, and this is not set in stone, if there is a conviction on any of these counts, I may ask the parties to just come back in on Monday, October 31st with
we'll see.
Kind of a proposed
you behave.
Y'all
behave.
How many people do you think will speak on your behalf? How long do you think it will take?
If y'all behave, then we'll have a happy meal. The happy meal is going to be Dawn's letter to the judge. That's going to be funny. If you're just getting in here, this is what we're going to get into. It's going to be hilarious. When I say hilarious, I mean hilarious. I already know. I ain't even read it, but I already know, because I'm going to do it in her voice. I don't care what it's about. It's going to be funny. Oh, it's going to be funny, okay? It's going to be that. I promise you that. We got a letter from Daryl's mama to the judge. We're going to read it. We're going to read it together, okay? That's what we're going to do. Thank you, Josh. Don't make me turn this car around into the parade. Ooh, no, honey. Josh. Too soon. Too soon. Not into the parade. Ugh. Jesus. Terrible. Just terrible. No happy meal for Josh. No, just kidding. Mama love you. It's my rebellious baby. Mama love you. Yes, she do.
So that I can look at my calendar and then set aside the appropriate amount of time. I certainly don't want to rush anything, and I think that's a fair request that you're making.
Yeah, Josh. Look, there was like, if they find me guilty, just if, in the slight case that they may perhaps find me guilty. You know, not saying that they will, because they probably won't. But if they do, can we put off sentencing me for about 1,000 years? Nice try, Daryl. Nice try.
So with all of that then, sir, subject matter jurisdiction, I decline to address that further. I stand by the written decision
Ain't nobody talking about it.
that I've made previously. As far as the rulings made yesterday regarding your ability or inability to present further testimony and witnesses and to testify yourself, the court did make various rulings and findings that you had forfeited your right to do so by conduct. I'm not going to further explain the law or these prior rulings to you. I stand behind them, and I believe I made a very, very clear
You did,
record.
Girl. Don't you question yourself.
To the extent that you are asking me to reconsider any of that, that's how I would interpret your statements here today. I decline to do so. Hey,
Sarah. Hey, boo.
So, Your Honor, would that be, that's still not, I have no understanding to
anything.
Why I wasn't given the opportunity to place certain things into evidence. I have virtually nothing. Nothing. Zero. Evidence.
Daryl's like, y'all didn't even let me put no evidence in the, I had some evidence. Daryl, where'd you get evidence from? Like what evidence do you feel like that you had hold of? Oh, you talking about them pictures? Oh, was that your evidence? You brought in what you thought was evidence. We saw it. You brought it in wrong. Wasn't supposed to bring it in. Didn't tell nobody. Just dropped it on us for no reason. Because who the fuck cares? A picture of your daughter and your grandchild. Oh, okay. Get them things up off his ankles. You got to let him go. He got a grandbaby, okay? I guess that's where he was going with that.
evidence that I was able to place into evidence. Nothing.
I disagree with that, sir. You called,
y'all didn't let me put
9 witnesses on your behalf on various issues, including the honking of the horn, the window tinting. You cross-examined many of the state's witnesses about police barricades and the presence of police.
Pointlessly.
So you did present evidence.
I'm speaking to the terms of everything that Your Honor asked me to do. You told me to put everything that I needed to present to the courts in writing.
Oh, thank you,
You
Laura.
made that ruling. You told me that's what I needed to do. I did that.
Mr. Brooks, you may have interpreted that. I did not require you to.
Oh, Janika, what recent statement? Dawn made a recent statement. When you say recent, how recent we talking? Is we talking like under 2 weeks? Or are we talking like a month or so ago? Let me know, because I want to know about that.
Do that as far as evidence in the case. I very expressly told you there are rules of procedure and rules of evidence that govern exhibits, testimony, witnesses, etc. What I told you is that any requests that you have related to the case, if it's a motion, be put in writing. I specifically referenced the statute 80201 regarding how a motion is made and what it should contain, meaning it has a very express request for relief and states the law and the facts upon which the request is being made. Again, I'm not going to revisit the prior rulings. I stand behind them. And to the extent that the record does not have, meaning the record before the jury and the evidence does not have certain pieces of.
Yeah, Glenn, somebody said he's supposed to be in court tomorrow. I think it was today or tomorrow? Or was it yesterday that they said tomorrow, which would be today? I looked it up. I didn't see anything. I looked it up right before I came on here just to see and just to make sure. And I didn't see anything. So, yeah, let's hit that like button for Mama. Okay? Go on, was 248 people in here. Go on, hit that like button. Okay? Go on, hit that like button to make Mama happy. Make Mama happy. Happy Mama.
Of information, evidence, or testimony that you wanted to present, you forfeited that opportunity yesterday based upon your conduct.
How did I forfeit the opportunity?
Again, I'm not going to revisit that, sir. What I will tell you is this.
How did I forfeit the opportunity? This jury is here to be able to place into evidence.
Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to debate
you
this
guys to call it.
I'm not trying to debate. I'm trying to understand.
To respect the fact that I've made rulings.
You need to call them people.
Your Honor, that's you made
not
a
my
judicial
job to
determination.
Explain them
you made
to
it.
You.
I'm not asking you to explain anything. You're misinterpreting what I'm trying to ask you and trying to tell you. You're misinterpreting it. With all due respect, Your Honor.
With all due respect, is it the respect for me?
When you tell me this is what you need to do, I'm going to take it by what you're telling me that I need to do.
Like when I say shut the hell up.
If I needed to make anything.
You don't listen to me when I tell you to shut the hell up. So why should I believe that you're gonna listen to me then? Okay? Link the channel 1 second. Ooh, you're gonna send me a link. Mama like a link.
Request wise or anything that I needed to present to the court, it has to be in writing. You told me to do that. I did it. You also brought up when I asked numerous times before when would I have a chance to present things into evidence. You told me we were not at the evidentiary phase of the trial yet. So I took that as saying, okay, well, at some point I will have the opportunity to place things in the evidence that need to be put in evidence for the record. So I'm not understanding how
you ain't understanding?
A decision can be made for me to actually forfeit being able to put things into the record that need to be placed into the record. All these things are things that, quite frankly, allow me to put on a defense. Things that need to be known, things that should be in the record, as far as filings, as far as ICFs that I was told to by you to address certain ICFs either to you or to the clerk of courts, which I did, and received copies for all of them until last week. It was a few of them that I didn't receive copies for that I'm still wondering why I haven't received those copies when I received the copies of all the ones before that.
Because justice.
But in terms of that, I did what Your Honor asked me to do. And these are things that were part of my defense that needed to be placed into the record. So where my confusion comes in is not being able to place those things into the record. Things that clearly help my defense.
I stand by my ruling. I'm not revisiting it. To the extent that you claim lack of understanding or your lack of consent, it's been made abundantly clear on this record, your position on that. I'm not revisiting it. I'm further advising you that when this jury comes out, I expect that you will honor the decisions that were made, not agree, but you will honor them and not interrupt the court or these proceedings as I instruct the jury.
So how am I supposed to put these things in the record that need to be in the
record?
record?
Mr. Brooks, I'm well aware of the effect my...
Daryl, what are these things and why do you think they matter? Like, we don't need to know what shoe size you wear. Okay, it's a 4. We know this. Daryl got baby feet. He got baby feet. He got baby feet. Daryl got baby feet. Ooh, baby feet. Daryl got baby feet. He got tiny little toddler feet. And here's little footsteps running.
Ruling had, and I'm not going to debate it with you further.
I just want to know, how am I supposed to get these things on the record? How am I supposed to? Because the filings that I gave, you actually filed and gave me the copies back. So are those in the record?
Mr.
Stuff
Brooks,
and things.
I'm just seeking to understand. I'm just seeking to understand.
That's funny. Stuff and things because reasons. That's the evidence he wants to bring in. He wants to bring in some stuff and some things. You know why? Because reasons. Yeah.
Mr. Brooks, I cannot explain procedure or evidence.
The filings that I filed.
Rulings or
I'm asking a question, Your Honor.
you.
I'm merely asking a question. The filings that I presented to Your Honor.
Any filings with this court are in the court record. That does not mean they're evidence, sir. And I told you
that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, are the filings part of the record? The filings that...
Daryl is a great lawyer, plant lady. He did a service to us all by representing his clients. In the most justified and wonderful way, which then led him to 1,000 years. As should have been. I think he did a great job. Daryl, you did a great job. Thank you, plant lady. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Yes. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button for mama. Don't hit the like button. My babies be stubborn. Y'all stop being so stubborn. Y'all gonna cut it out. It is 277 of y'all in here and only 133 likes. That is less than 50%. See, look, Daryl, mama can do math. Oh, look at Daryl. His eyes are so close together. They're like just sitting right looking at each other all day, just touching. Like, break it up.
Were filed and timestamped that were notarized.
Was it notarized?
That I presented to the court. All the filings.
All of them?
The appearance bonds, the statement of particulars, the notice of special appearance, the court docket sheet, your oath of office, everything that I tried to present into the record. How am I not able to make them part of the record?
Sir, they were filed because you presented them to the court during the course of this case. Anything that was not offered as an exhibit and received during the evidentiary phase is not evidence in this trial.
That's what I attempted to do, and you told me that I couldn't. You told me,
Mr. Brooks, I am bringing this jury out.
With all respect, you told me that we were not at the evidence when I said I have exhibits as well. I have stuff that
every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in the goddamn refrigerator, eating up all the food. Y'all let me know who knows that. That's a reference. See if who can reference what movie that's from. Oh, that shot at my mad lawyering skills was insensitive. Daryl Brooks Esquire said, "Hey, plant lady, that shot at my mad lawyering skills. You know what I'm saying? Because I got mad skills. Was insensitive. You done hurt Daryl Brooks's feelings, plant lady. Look at you. Look what you done did." Mama love you. I ain't gonna say your name. Oh, yeah, she do. Oh, my babies are so crazy.
That I want to put into the record. I even asked, I said,
I speak the truth.
Mr. Brooks,
may I give an offer into evidence?
I'm going to stop you once again. I'm not going to have this discussion and debate. The evidentiary phase of this trial is closed.
It should not be, though, Your Honor.
I understand your lack of consent. Your
So
objection
when would I be able
to
put? When would I be able to put vital information into the record, which I haven't had the opportunity to do?
That opportunity.
I'm so funny. I had just asked that question, and then I saw this Penaplex put somebody else here. It is I am whosoever put Friday. I saw this Friday, and then I thought, what's happening Friday? And tell you my short-term memory is fucked, man. It's terrible. You say, who was the first person to get it? Oh, damn. It was all the way up here. Y'all was getting that. Let's see. First person to get it looks like it was Rachel. Yep. Looked like it was Rachel. Rachel was the first one. There you go. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Oh, riddles are fun. I love me some movie references, y'all. Good job. I'm glad all y'all know my movie Friday. That's a great movie. A great movie. Hey, LJ. All the chicken. All the collard greens. All the hog mogs. Oh, yeah. He's like, every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. Eating up all the food.
Opportunity has closed for you, sir.
So you saying basically you're prejudicing my defense by me not being able to present things into evidence, offer into evidence, filings and important paperwork and documents.
Mr. Brooks, and you forfeited your right to do that by your conduct yesterday, and I stand behind that decision.
I asked before yesterday, Your Honor. I asked this before yesterday.
You have not honored my request to you that you cease debating me on prior rulings.
I'm not trying to debate.
Court.
I'm trying to understand why my due process is being violated.
Mr. Brooks, the record speaks for itself.
No, the record does not.
I am going to take a 5-minute recess.
It be talking.
When I come back out, the
like,
jury will also be coming out. I'm advising you. There will be no multiple opportunities where I give you to conform your conduct to the rules of decorum.
Well, then just hold me in contempt, then, Your Honor.
You are
hold me in contempt because I didn't even. I'm trying to seek to.
They're trying to get somebody to hold him. Ain't nobody gonna hold you. Well, maybe Bubba might. He gonna hold you real tight. You know, like, you okay? The funniest thing that I've ever said, I think, on here is, I don't know if it was the funniest thing I ever said, but it's the thing that sticks in my head. Like, I think about it all the time. He'd be like, this is gonna be Bubba. He's gonna be looking at Daryl like, hey, Daryl, are you awake? What are we? Bubba trying to have a relationship talk with Daryl. Why don't you claim me in front of all the other inmates? Are you ashamed of me? Oh, you better treat that man right, Daryl. He been so good to you.
understand.
Start talking about subject matter jurisdiction or any of these other issues.
It needs to be addressed,
or
Your Honor.
in any way
We're not talking about subject matter jurisdiction. We're talking about why my due process has been violated.
I will excuse the jury and you will be removed from the other courtroom.
We're talking about the 14th Amendment, Section 1.
I am taking a 5-minute break. We are
Your Honor, I don't agree to a
estoppel.
I don't agree to a estoppel. Your Honor,
you don't agree to or whatever. I don't care what you agree with. I don't care what you agree to, Daryl. You being in here is a technicality, okay? We got you in 4K. You drove through the parade, ran over the children and the old ladies. You going to the prison forevers. Forevers and evers. For like 10 forevers. 10 generations worth of time, okay? Okay? That's how long you going. You done. You cooked is what it's called. You are cooked. Cooked is the term to use. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, somebody in here just mentioned Humpty Dumpty. Let's see. Bubba is going to say, Daryl, I want to play Humpty Dumpty my way. That's funny. You know, I had a conversation with my brain is so random. I was at work and I it just popped into my head, the Humpty Dumpty song. You know, I got like, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And whenever we see that story, it's a egg. But in the story, it doesn't actually say egg. So where did it come from where they made it be an egg? And then if you stop thinking that it's an egg and you just listen to the story, then start trying to figure out what Humpty Dumpty was. What was Humpty Dumpty? In my mind, I think Humpty Dumpty was a statue. Right? It was like a statue that sat on top of like they'll have those, where they used to have the big walls around like kingdoms and stuff like that, because it's king's horsemen, king's men, right? So, they would have and it would have like kind of statue-ish things or whatever. Like there must have been some statue. I don't know what it was of or whatever or who, but it's like Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, because it did. It sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horsemen and all the king's men or whatever couldn't put Humpty together again. They were trying to fix the statue and they couldn't fix it. So now what I'm curious of is, what the fuck was that statue? And who came up with the bright idea to make an egg? Just curious. Just a thought for the day. Humpty Dumpty sat on. It's a cannon. I heard that. I've heard that, a cannon. But where did that come from? Like what's the reference there? And why is it called Humpty Dumpty? Humpty Dumpty. It's weird. That's so funny. It's so fun because all those old rhymes and whatever they call them, nursery rhyme like things, are all weird and creepy in reality. But they just got passed through time as if they were like things to, like who all has sang this to a child? Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bell breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, cradle and all. How is it supposed to comfort a baby? You're singing about his death. Like, this is ridiculous. You're singing about the moment he got paralyzed or some shit. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, how is that song rock-a-bye? And where did that come from? Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. Like, what baby was in a tree that made them come up with this? When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bell breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, cradle and all. Oh, no. But the tree is starting to make me think. Hey, what is that story about? Mama just got suspicious. Back in the day, whenever there was a tree involved, Not cool. Not cool. It's tough. Tough times. Tough times. Oh, Mr. Super Chat. Crazy KC. We need a baloney pony lunchbox. Darrell on one side. Bubba. Daryl on one side. Bubba on the other. Humpty was an egg. Well, yeah, in that story it was, but it doesn't make sense that he would be an egg in actuality. It's interesting, though, isn't it? Mama love you, Crazy Casey. Yes, she do. Yes, she do. I thought you were talking about the Humpty dance. The Humpty dance is your chance. Do the hump. Oh, do me, baby. Do the Humpty hump. Do the Humpty hump. They say, Humpty, yeah, you're really funny looking. That's all right, because I get things cooking. You stay, you glad, you constantly try to compare me, but you can't get near me. Oh, yeah. Humpty Dumpty, Humpty dance. The Humpty dance is your chance to do the hump. Ain't nobody talking about no Humpty. They say Humpty. Oh, they got Daryl's being a caged bird.
An ample opportunity to do so. He has forfeited his right to be present for the reading of the jury instructions, and he is to be removed to the neighboring courtroom. We will be in recess until that takes place.
Your Honor, have I acted in dishonor?
Get your ass in the other room, Daryl, so we can make fun of you in there. Here we go. What's you doing now, Daryl? What you got going on?
In the other
What's popping? Don't mind me just watching.
We'll also make a finding today, and I didn't do this previously, although he's forfeited his right to be present, given the technology, the audio and visual equipment that we have, the fact that we've also backed out one camera so he can see the jurors. I'll make a finding, even without that, though, that it's the functional equivalent.
Almost missed it. So busy. What's that? Insert Daryl. I thought you were talking about the Humpty dance. I know I read that part and went off into my song, didn't I? Uh-oh. Do me, baby. I do the Humpty hump. I do the Humpty hump. Insert Daryl twerking on Bubba. I know that's right. He's gonna be such an excellent twerker. That Bubba's gonna be a lucky guy. He's gonna be feisty. He's gonna be a feisty one. But I believe in Bubba. I think Bubba will be able to tame him, tame the wild beast, the wild tiny beast that is Daryl. Thank you, Glitter Queen. Mama love you. Yeah, she do. Oh, dear my baby, hit that like button, please. Yes, please, and thank you. Thank you.
Of being present in this courtroom. All right, with that, then the jury will be brought out. I'll remind Mr. Brooks, while he can reclaim the right to come back into the courtroom and make a request, I am going to be adamant that his request include a statement that he's willing to conduct himself consistently with the decorum and respect inherent in the concept of courts and judicial proceedings, and specifically pledge to not interrupt the reading of the jury instructions. Until maybe such next time he will remain in that courtroom.
Score. Bob Kitten. Hey, Booze. Alden. How you doing? How you doing with the win? Oh, God, now that song stuck in my head. Yeah, with the win, the Humpty hump. Look at your forehead, Daryl. Stop stressing so much. It's starting to show on you. There you go. Now you can have some time to doodle. You know, write down your thoughts, your inner thoughts. Oh, write down your inner thoughts. Wonder we got some Daryl in here cutting up. You know he gonna cut up.
Come back into this courtroom pursuant to Illinois versus Allen. He could certainly reclaim the right to be present but he would need to be willing to conduct himself consistently with the decorum and respect inherent in the concept of courts and judicial proceedings. I specifically advise that he would need to pledge to not interrupt the proceedings.
Good luck with that.
He has not done that, meaning he has not indicated he wants to come back or that he will pledge to.
Daryl, don't look so defeated. You're depressing me. Why are you sitting so close to me? I'm gonna need for you to scoot the hell over. How about that? How about that? Oh, Daryl. You slay me, boo. You know, how you gonna handle these 1,000 years? You gonna handle it like a champ or an all? I'm thinking no. But you know, maybe you'll surprise us all.
To be courteous and follow the rules of decorum, and specifically
all right, Rodney.
To not
you are here now,
as I read through the jury instructions. And his
Timmy,
letters
hey,
or
boo.
notes that he passed will, of course, be made part of the record. But I'm going to deny his request to make a further record for appeal.
Melly, hey, Melly.
As I need to continue advising the jury
my babies.
Of the jury instructions.
Naomi. Hey, boo. Wait.
So with that,
what are we doing, Daryl? What are we doing?
Brooks will remain where he is.
Is this
at.
what we doing? Is this the thing to do?
Anything further he wants to address, he will need to do that in writing, as he has done with a note.
He getting
but
his workout in, y'all.
To give him any additional opportunity to explain that.
He's so
what
weird.
I will ask is
he don't blink. Something wrong with Daryl. He don't blink. Why don't he blink? Don't his eyeballs be dry? I know his eyeballs be dry. Oh, Arthur, thank you, boo. Mama love you.
Is he going to make a request to come back into this courtroom? And if that is true, he can give me a thumbs up sign, and then I will address that. All right, I will unmute him. Mr. Brooks, what is your request as it relates to coming back into this courtroom?
I've requested to come back into the courtroom with the first writings that you said I had to write.
I put that on the record already, sir. You did not pledge to respect the rules of courtesy and decorum and pledge to not interrupt the court. Are you willing to pledge that at this time?
Is you?
Your Honor, with all due respect, I've never had to do that before to reclaim my right.
Your Honor, that's a no.
I've always asked when you've given me the opportunity. When I felt that the time was right, I've always asked to come back. Have I not?
When you felt like the time was right. It must be nice. It must be nice to feel so powerful when every single person on the planet has got you underneath of their thumb, just constantly doing this, mushing till ain't nothing left. But you still somehow manage to feel powerful. He still somehow feels powerful. Think about that. In this situation, he still feels powerful somehow. How? How do you manage that? Okay. Anybody who is in the chat, is 295 people in here. One of Mama's babies has a YouTube channel. Okay. I have pinned the link to her channel. Okay. She does content on Daryl. She ain't got as much potty mouth as Mama, but she does have a little bit. I watched one of her videos today, and there's a little bit. But yeah, we are going to get her channel to 1,000 subs in under 2 weeks. So hit that thing. That is your sibling. You're going to be, this is how this works. Okay. We support each other in Mama's house. Okay. This is what we do. Support your siblings. Go on and click that there button. Show some love, honey. Show some love.
Mr. Brooks, given your conduct this morning and your blatant violation of my direct order to you to not interrupt when the jury was being brought out, I felt it important to strictly enforce the language of Illinois versus Allen, and only bring you back if you are willing to conduct yourself consistently with the decorum and respect inherent in the concepts of courts and judicial proceedings, and specifically pledge to not interrupt as I go through all of these jury instructions. If you're willing to do that, I will bring you back in.
Your Honor, with all due respect, can we at least be fair and say today hasn't been as volatile as other days, or as the back and forth between you and I hasn't been what it has been previously?
Mr. Brooks, we started the advisement to the jury an hour later than I anticipated, so I would thoroughly disagree with you that it might not have been volatile or loud, but it was nonetheless disruptive. So I will ask you these questions, sir. If you come back into this courtroom, are you willing to honor my request in order to you that you not interrupt as I read through the jury instructions?
I'm guessing no.
Yeah, I don't understand the question that you're asking.
Then
sir,
are you
willing to refrain from raising the issue of subject?
He really wanted to drag this out. It's like, you can do whatever you want while we sitting in here. But the jury's already back there deliberating. They're already deciding how many. Well, they ain't even deciding how many years. This lady that you're talking crazy to is the one that gets to decide that. I thought it was hilarious that Daryl never figured it out. He didn't figure it out till that last day that she was the one who was going to pick his sentence. I think he thought the jury was going to do that too. I don't think he knew. Because he was being a dick all the way up until that. The only time he became nice to her was when he was wearing that orange suit right before they sentenced his ass. Like in his little pre-sentencing whatever thing where he talked for 2 hours. He did not know that she was going to be the one who was going to get to decide how long he was going to be under the prison. He didn't know. He just didn't know. Oh, poor thing. He know now, don't he?
Subject matter jurisdiction. If you come back into this courtroom.
Your Honor, with all due respect to your ruling on Illinois versus Allen, that was not part of Illinois versus Allen. I don't understand why that's being
Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to debate the meaning of Illinois versus Illinois v. Allen with you. I'm simply trying to get you back into this courtroom. You seem to want to be here, but you don't want to pledge to follow the rules of courtesy and decorum.
Josh, he's so crazy.
So that's on you.
Josh said, I'm tired of being in a chat with no integrity.
This has never been done before. It's never been done before, and I've always been able to reclaim my right to be able to be present.
Are you willing?
Which is what I stated when I first came over here. I've been stating the same thing. I've actually told the bailiff numerous times.
Mr. Brooks, I am strictly enforcing the language of Illinois versus Allen, which says the following. I will repeat myself again. Once lost, the right to be present can, of course, be reclaimed as soon as the defendant is willing to conduct himself consistently with the decorum and respect inherent in the concept of courts and judicial proceedings. I have not required the pledge previously. I've allowed you to come back. But given the interruptions this morning,
objection,
and your immediate discussion of things like subject matter jurisdiction and my oath the minute one juror walked through that door, I cannot take that. I will not bring you back in without that pledge.
Oh, you like my YouTubes the most?
So where does it say anything about a pledge, Your Honor?
Thank you.
Sir, I'm not going to debate the language with you. I am establishing what I believe is a reasonable restriction on your right to come back into this courtroom based upon the history in this case of your repeated violations of the simple rules of courtesy and decorum and your failure to follow my very clear and direct requirement this morning that you not interrupt the reading of the jury instructions and you be silent once the jury entered the courtroom.
Come on, Judge. You know you asking too much. This is a Daryl that you're talking to, okay? It's the equivalent of a brick wall. An old brick with mold growing in between, you know, where the crevices is, you know, it didn't get caught right. And it's like all, you know, stuff with weeds is growing out of it. And kids have been sticking chewing gum on it for decades, just decades of old chewing gum all over it. That's the brick wall of Daryl. You know what I'm ready to do, y'all? We're an hour in. I would like to read Dawn's letter. Let's see. Let's see what Dawn was talking about. Cause let's read this letter because, I want to know what was going on in Dawn's head. Let's see. September 27th, it looks like. Right? Let's see. Can't make that any bigger. Make it as big as you can. Okay. Yeah, September looks like 27th. So this is like the end of the trial, I guess. She sent this. Okay. Let's see. Dear Judge Darrell, I'm not sure if this is right or proper. Spoiler alert. But I have to try anyway. My name is Dawn Woods. And I'm sure you guessed the mother of a Daryl Brooks. I'm writing you because, I'm deeply concerned, about what happened in court today. Like, what was that all about? Like, no. I called attorney Perry. What the fuck is Perry? Is that Daryl's old attorney? I don't know. Let me see. Can I duplicate? If I can duplicate, that would be a whole lot easier. Okay. All right. I gotta just change it then. Gotta do it the hard way, Ashi. Let's see. Moms always knows when something isn't right. I encouraged him to pray and read the scriptures. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Dawn done put her foot up in it. Moms always know when something is right. You know what I'm saying? I encouraged him to pray and read the scriptures in his paperback Bible, Hoping that would help settle his something. What is this word? Settle his mind, it must be. Hoping that would help him settle his mind. But I can see his mental health once again is taking over. His mental health once again is taking over. Wait. Wait. Did I read that wrong, or is that just wrong? Hoping that would help settle his mind. But I can see his mental health once again is taking over. I think maybe she meant mental illness. Yeah, that's probably what she meant. Mental illness is taking over. When I moved my when I something my concerns to his attorneys, they just blew me off. This take me did I'm assuming looks like she wrote did take me seriously, but I'm gonna assume that she meant didn't take me seriously at all. I'm now asking you to please do. Oh, there must be another page. Shit. I only saw the two. Moms always know when something ain't right, Why the fuck are you writing the judge? Like she don't already know he crazy. Like yes, Timmy. Mama is struggling. Dawn is just fucking with my mental. This letter is so weird. I hate when people write in bubble letters. This is like bubble letters where everything is round. I hate that. I mean, there's people in high school that used to write like that. It used to drive me nuts. It's like everything is a circle. Like this letter just says, ooh, 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 ooh. Mama knows. Mama knows when something ain't right. And it ain't right, Judge. And why the fuck would you be like contacting his former attorney? You know, keyword former. Former attorney. They off on a cruise somewhere, minding their business, minding the business that pays them. Yes, cursive. Yeah, cursive. Fucking cursive is the devil's work, honey. They taught me cursive. I wrote it enough to show them that I knew how to do it. And I went right back to print, honey. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Ain't nobody trying to make their letters be attached to each other. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Script. Well, I think when it's printed, or like when it's is that still, yeah, I guess that would be script. That's still called script, I guess. Cursive. Oh my gosh. Dawn, that was a nice try. I ain't gonna hold you, Dawn. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna judge you. Not completely. Oh, this is hilarious though. I'm not sure if this is right or proper. I think she did know. But I think in the spirit of Daryl and where Daryl gets it, she didn't give a fuck. That's where Daryl get it from. He get it from his mama. He get it from his mama. Oh my God. You know why I think I hate cursive? Because I'm so bad at it. Well, I'm not bad at it, but it's not cute. Like, but then again, my handwriting in general is that of a child. Like, that's one thing that I couldn't do in looking at Daryl's little writings and stuff is is mock his handwriting. Reason being because mine is so sucky. Like, look, this is Mama's handwriting. Yeah. Mama got shitty handwriting. Mama's handwriting ain't good, okay? I never worked on it. Because I didn't care. Like, it did, because it doesn't matter. And I'm going to tell you what's so funny, too. I have a history of writing, of being a writer of sorts. I have published works. That's right. That's right. You know that, did you? Mama was a writer. Mama's been a lot of shit. Mama did a lot of dabbling, okay? Mama was a writer. Okay. She's one of Mama's things. Mama did jewelry design. Mama's done a lot. Mama wore a lot of hats. None of which did she try to wear correctly. So Mama don't have a whole lot of follow through in her, is basically what it is.
I did that in part because it not only preserves the dignity and decorum of this trial, it also frankly protects your rights and it minimizes your bad behavior in front of the jury.
Both Mama's hands is broken.
I didn't interrupt you while you were talking. I'll let you make your record without talking over you or interrupting.
Thank you. I would agree with you just now.
The way that I'm interpreting when you reference to me,
Mama's a comedian.
In her heart. Illinois versus Allen.
In her heart, Mama is a comedian. Yes, in her heart. Only inside of her heart, though. I have known people with serious mental health issues. They mostly hurt themselves. Exactly. And they hide from other people. I know this from experience. Oh, yes. They feel terrible when they hurt others. That's right, because we do not like to create ripples. Let's see. When they hurt others as a result of their issues. Daryl is just an asshole. Absolutely, Aaron. Well said. Well said. Mama love you. Yes, you do. I tell you, that's something about me. I've always had these types of issues, and I say my thing has always been I don't like to make ripples. I like to and like the only time that if I affect change, I like to like purposely affect change so that the change that I affect will be a positive, so that I don't like create some kind of shitty ripple. That's why I always apologize. Like if I get mad and snappy or something like that, I instantly apologize because I don't want somebody walking around with negative energy that I gave them. Right? Like it's because I don't know where it will land. Like I piss them off, they go off. Now they're in a bad mood. They put it on somebody else. This is how negative energy travels through people. I'm pissed at this person. I get to talking to this person. I'm mad. I get snappy with them. Now they left in a bad mood. They get home. They spread it to their family. Yeah, everybody's having a bad day, and you never know how that ends, right? Because, that's why it's important to clean up your fucking mess. You know what I'm saying? If you drop something on the floor, pick it up. And by that, I mean, if you do something shitty, you say something shitty, and you said something shitty. You just put a shitty look on somebody. You just said something to somebody and their face just got turned upside down. Clean it up. Clean it up. Fix it. Apologize and say where it came from. Let them know that it had nothing to do with them so that they don't carry it. Deborah says she just spent 3 weeks with her boss and his mother. This show was the biggest outlet for me. Oh, I know that's right. Mama always teaching. I'm glad I could help, Deborah. I'm glad I could help. Absolutely. Mama's always teaching. That's the good thing about having a sense of humor, though. So you can always sneak lessons in between. When somebody's laughing, they'll just stand there. And then you get to sneak lessons in. And people are more likely to listen to you when you become serious. Like, because they see you so light that when you get serious, they tend to take you seriously. I'm so goofy that when I become serious, people pay attention and they take heed to it because I'm not usually that way. So they're like, fuck, shit. What just happened? Like, when you easily get upset, people won't really care that much when you get upset. They just expect for you to be always upset. You know what I'm saying? They're like, she always like that. But when you're rarely upset or you rarely kind of show that, it makes it easier for when you do show it. People more likely to take it seriously. It's the life of a neener beaner.
Where your ruling is coming from. The way that I interpret that is not the way that you're saying it to me now. That's why I don't understand what you're asking.
Thank you, Deborah. Mama love you. Yes, you do.
I'm interpreting that in a totally different way.
Let's turn this fan up. Mama getting hot flashes again.
I'd refer you to the third section of Illinois versus Allen, where the U.S. Supreme Court was discussing what the trial court did in that case. And it said the following: the trial court in this case decided under the circumstances to remove the defendant from the courtroom and to continue his trial in his absence until and unless he promised to conduct himself in a manner befitting an American courtroom. As we have said earlier, we find nothing unconstitutional about this procedure. So that is the authority.
Xavier Brooks video. What's that?
Sir, in addition to the other quotation. I'll tell you this. I'll give you one more opportunity, sir. You can come back into this courtroom, but I do not want you to address or attempt to address subject matter jurisdiction or any of the other rulings that I've previously made.
You asking too much.
I need to continue with the advisement to this jury about the rules that govern their deliberations. That is the stage we are at. And if you violate that in any way by raising any of those legal issues in their presence, that will be in direct violation of the requirement for you to reclaim your right, and you will be removed back to the other courtroom. Did you hear me say that, sir?
I'm informed, but Your Honor, now you just stated on the record if I raise these issues in their presence, but if they're not in the courtroom, it's not in their presence, correct?
Sir, I can't bring them into the courtroom until you're here. I expect you during that short interval not to raise these legal issues that I've already addressed multiple times. So yes, I'm telling you, if you come back into this courtroom, I don't even want to have you raise any of those issues. I want to bring the jury right out without interruption. That is my clear expectation, whether the jury's in the courtroom or not.
Your Honor, I'm confused because you just said don't raise any issues.
Yeah, I just looked for an Xavier Brooks or whatever video. I didn't see it. It ain't on YouTube. It ain't on YouTube. Go to According to MJ, beginning of Dawn Brooks' interview about how the trial was rigged. According to MJ. Okay. You got it, boo. Gotta tell me twice.
In their presence, and now I'm confused.
Because you're indicating to me by your statement that you intend to raise them once you get back into this courtroom. And so I'm making that another restriction, and you need to pledge to me that you will not do that.
Your Honor, the way that I'm interpreting what you just read to me from the other section that you just read from Illinois v. Allen, it does not have that language. So I'm
Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to debate the language. Do you want to come back in here or not?
I've stated numerous times that I shouldn't even have been brought over here anyway, and that I wanted to come back. But now what I don't understand about it, Your Honor, is that there's being rules enforced.
Mr. Brooks, do you want to come back in here or not? It's a very simple question.
I said yes already.
All right, then I'm going to say the same thing. Because then you go on and make other statements, and then I can't even effectuate your request.
But I'm trying to tell you how I'm interpreting what you're saying to me. If you want
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to mute you. We're going to go in recess. He can be brought back over, but I will advise you that if you start back in, even outside the presence of this jury, with any of the legal issues I've already ruled on, you will go back to the other courtroom. It's that simple. So we'll be in recess. He'll be brought back over, and then we'll start back up.
No, yeah, I reacted to that video already. Yeah, I reacted to Dawn's interview, that one, the one outside. I reacted. Oh, he's muted. Daryl, you're muted. Is he muted? Usually if he's muted, we can't hear. Oh, I guess they're just not talking in the courthouse. So nobody's So nobody was talking. Except for Daryl, but he was muted. That's just disrespectful.
Using a dangerous weapon. If you are satisfied beyond a reasonable doubt that all three elements of first degree recklessly endangering safety have been proved as to count 66, you should find the defendant guilty of first degree recklessly endangering safety as charged in count 66. If you are not so satisfied, you must find the defendant not guilty as to count 66.
Well, Daryl managed to find his way back in the court, y'all. He's back. Guess who's back? You gonna behave now? You gonna behave, Daryl? What are the chances? High, low, maybe so. He's so creepy.
The national flag is within discretion of president acting as commander-in-chief of the army. And
the fuck you talking about? Yeah, but I'm talking about I've covered. I think I've covered all of in separate videos. Like I did one video that was Dawn, the one on the street with the furry coat. I did the one where she was hiding in the shadows, which was hilarious. I mean, why aren't you hiding in the shadow? We know it's you. I think she did that because her hair wasn't done. She was like, "Oh my god, my hair! I just woke up. It's like all laying flat on my head. I don't." Just put me in the dark. Here, how about that? We'll pretend that I'm hiding, even though everybody already know what I look like. What was so funny is that he thought he could intimidate the judge through the computer screen. Oh, yes, Vicky. Yeah, that was hilarious. He would lean right in and ask, "Who you talking to? Who you think you talking to? I know you ain't talking to me. Now let you talk. But you know, okay. You ain't about to keep disinfecting me." Thank you, Vicky. Mama love you. Yes, you do.
Yes.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was funny. And the delay when he was doing that to the screen, he would be like, "Like I said, can you hear me?" Like his movements would not match him talking. It was hilarious. Hilarious.
All right, it's 2:00. I'll call the case. State of Wisconsin versus Daryl Brooks. Case number 21 CF 1848. May have the appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Judge Sue Alford, Leslie Daisy, and Zach Wichow appearing for the state.
I'm here without prejudice by special appearance. Beneficiary, I'm here under fraud, menace, duress, and extortion. Judiciary, Jennifer R. Daryl. This is a social security cestui trust action, which you are a real party in interest to, as sui juris and propria persona. This is a military admiralty tribunal and maritime law. Title 4 of the United States Code, Section 1. Which you can see.
Which you can see.
Which states placing
distortion.
A fringe on the national flag is within discretion of president acting as commander-in-chief of the Army and Navy. Is this a common law court or an admiralty court?
The records reflect that the individual known to this court as Daryl Brooks is present in person in custody. He is wearing a dress shirt.
Right there.
I know he has a suit coat, but it's not on. He's also wearing a mask. The court is not going to address any of the issues that he is raising, as they are meritless. I would also say the same as to the notes that he passed while he was in the other courtroom. For the record, I did provide a...
No, Teresa, she did, oh, yes, so it was the other one. I did that one too, though. The one on the porch. The one where she asked him if he felt guilty about bailing him out. That was the one he did. The lady interviewed her on her porch. And I was making fun of the extension cord that was sticking out, because I'm pretty sure that's the same one Daryl used to plug in his TV in the car. Hilarious. Yeah, so there was the dark shadow one. There was the one in the car. Not in the car, I mean on the street, like, you know, out in the daylight with the furry hood. There was the one in front of her bunk bed. And, you know, the one on the porch. So there was 4. She did 4. And I did a video on all 4 of them. I did 4 different videos on all 4. I have covered Dawn. She's some of my funniest work, in fact, actually. Dawn is some of my funniest work. You go through my playlist, my Daryl Brooks playlist. Look for anything with Dawn on the thing. It's hilarious. All of them. They were all hilarious. Oh. Dawn is comedy gold as well, it seems. Dysfunction tends to be funny.
Copy of all of those to the state as well. They are also uploaded into the file and are made part of the record to the extent that he raises objections or lack of consent. It is noted
react
for
live to
the
Jay
record.
Prince.
I was about to do that.
No, I didn't. Y'all want to do that? I never really even thought to react to him because to me he comes across as almost like kind of special needs or something. Like I don't know. Like it's something in me is making me go. I think something's wrong with him. You know, like he's like a little behind in this step. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all want to, I mean, we can click up something now. Yes, honey.
I don't consent to being
threaten me with a good time, honey.
The trust name, and it is not me myself. I don't recognize
just me,
that
myself,
name,
and
nor do
I
I consent to being called by that name. With all respect, Your Honor.
0% chance.
And we still have yet to address subject matter jurisdiction, which has yet to be proven on the record.
I know that's right, Your Honor. What about that?
May I receive those original copies time-stamped?
I like how she ignores him.
All right, I need to make a record of
she just ignored him.
That I do need to advise the jury. It will also be corrected in the packet. I believe within the last year, the jury instruction on credibility of witnesses was modified by the jury instruction committee, and it was just an oversight on the court's part to not include, it's really just one paragraph. It was read to the jury at the beginning of the case with the preliminary instructions, but it is a paragraph regarding implicit bias, and so I do think it's important to advise the jury of that. I intend to do that when they come out, and then again, the full instruction will be amended so that it's in the packet that goes to the jury. And Madam Clerk, if you haven't already, if you could print off page 72. It's the, it adds a paragraph before the last paragraph that starts with, "There is no magic way for you to evaluate the testimony." And again, I wanted to be consistent with the most recent version of the jury instructions and consistent with what was instructed or provided to the jurors at the beginning of the case. And so I will make sure that they have that and so advise them when they come out. Also, I will read instruction 160, closing arguments. Madam Clerk, if you could just make the change so that it's of parties. We've missed that correction as well. So it's the closing arguments of the parties, not the attorneys. And so I will just make that correction and make sure it's...
I accept for value in return for value this document. And Your Honor, I requested that I have copies of my filings from earlier, time-stamped.
Mr. Brooks, I'll provide you with the copies later on. I need to continue with the instructing of the jury and have the parties make their closing arguments.
Your Honor, with all respect, the state received copies. How come I can't receive the copies of my filings?
You know what? I can give you the print-offs, but I can't give you the originals right now. That's what I'm referring to, and you will absolutely get those back. I guess I was mistaken that you wrote copy on it. I thought you retained a copy for your records. So with that, Madam Clerk will print off from the record. It won't be the yellow copies just yet. I'll take that up later outside the presence of the jury after the case has been given to them. Now, in terms of the closing arguments, I did set a time limit for the parties yesterday. Each side will have a total of 1 hour. Mr. Brooks, so that you are fully aware, the party with the burden of proof, which is the state of Wisconsin, goes first. Then you, as the opposing party, will have an opportunity to.
Mama bought some candy and now I can't find it. I bought myself some little ropes. I don't know where they went. I just remembered. I was like, didn't I buy some candy? You know, Mama likes some candy, honey. Mama like to have her candy, honey. Yeah, she do. Mama want some candy, honey. Yes. What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about while I'm gone? What y'all talking about while Mama was gone? Yes, honey. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Let me see. Oh, he don't care nothing about the victims or anything. Just solely focus on getting off on a technicality. I know. He's the devil. Daryl ran like a scared little chicken. Look at him. With his little eyes all sitting there hugging on each other all the time. I wish they'd just separate. That is so weird. I bought candy. I got myself some, and then I got my son some. He found his. Mine would have been right with it. I don't know how. Oh, he ran up to my car to see if it was in my car, see if it fell out. I doubt it, though. No, I ain't find it. It's in here somewhere, but it's probably on my bed. I just didn't do a good job of looking for it. I just picked up all that stuff and just sat it there. I want my candy. Oh shit, there it is. Now I remember what I did with it. Thank you, booby. Make sure the door, you lock the door. You lock the front door. All right, thank you. I found my candy, y'all. Yay. Yeah, huh, sugar? Give me some sugar, honey. What you talking about? What you talking about? Nope, I got these. My son got me addicted to them because he ordered me some for my birthday. He ordered me a box, like a big old crate of them. I was like, what in the world are these? Oh my God, they were so good. It's insane. They're so good.
Respond and argue.
Delicioso.
And then time limit willing, the state also has the opportunity to present rebuttal because they have the burden of proof. And that is provided with the excerpt from the bench book that was provided to you yesterday. It has the purpose of the closing arguments is to summarize the facts, marshal arguments, focus the issues for the jury. I just talked about the order of the arguments. The scope of the arguments are the content, duration, and form of argument are within the court's discretion. That's why I set a time limit of 1 hour for the parties. And
yes, Gregory.
Mr. Brooks, I will advise you.
Oh, that's funny. The green shows up black because of my green screen.
How you present your argument today. I will certainly wait to see if there are any objections raised. But I also want you to be aware that if I feel the arguments are improper, I may simply, without an objection, say, please move on, as a clear indication from this court that what you are stating is not proper under the...
Look at Daryl. What you thinking about, Daryl? You making dreamy eyes at the ceiling, the corner, to be specific. He's like, hey, girl. You know I love you. I ain't never gonna leave you. You know that you are the one for me. There you go. He has inspired me to open this up. I'll figure out where that is now. What did I do with that? I gotta get organized on my computer. It's hard for me to just find things. Oh God. I'm here smacking in his microphone. Hey. Just me and you. I'll find it separate and then I'll bring it over here. Mama is having a technical difficulties. Let's see. Get rid of that. Watch Daryl roll his eyes.
Various rules and case law that govern closing arguments.
Oh, again, you're happy in the chat. Is you happy, baby? Is you happy?
I don't consent to being called that name for the record.
Look now, Judge, what you ain't gonna do, disrespect this man's name that he don't have.
And with that, I will have the juror. Oh, go ahead. Looks like Attorney Alper has some issues she wants to raise.
Yes, I just have one question, Your Honor. Would I have permission to put the easel up and display some of the poster boards?
Raise them better than Dawn did Daryl.
I did confer with Captain Dussault as far as security is concerned, and he agreed to it if the court would give me that authority.
Where would it be displayed?
He's going to put it like right here, and then you want me standing at this table during.
I do.
Yes, so I would just position it like right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to leave it up through the whole thing. I realize it blocks the view of people in the courtroom. Detective Casey would be willing to assist me in removing them when I'm done with them, if that's okay with you.
Mm-hmm.
I trust it won't block Mr. Brooks' view of the jury, and
that's
as long as
I was going to put it like right.
Oh, I remember it was in my screenshots.
With that caveat, yes, I will allow that.
All right.
Objection. What is that? What is supposed to be put up?
They were previously admitted, Your Honor. It's Exhibit 15 and.
Like he gonna stop something.
So are they exhibits? I'm confused to what
are
they are.
Exhibits?
Mr. Brooks had made a ruling. The state has made a request. I granted it.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't understand what's being shown. Should not have the right to ask to object and ask what it is that's actually going to be shown.
I'm glad you asked,
Daryl. Put on the
no.
record what it is. They are exhibits that have previously been received by the court during the course of this trial. That is proper for a party to do that during its closing argument.
So can I put up exhibits?
No, Daryl, no exhibits for you. Hey, y'all. You know what this is? Why did you do this to me? You know I love you, girl. For those who were not in the chat yesterday, this here is the chat thingy. Well, not the chat, but the it's like the, you know, from Daryl talking to his mom and talking to Erica on the phone when he got arrested for running over Erica's foot. It was before the parade. And he's trying to get Erica to drop them their charges and tell them ain't nothing happened. And he's talking to Erica. He said, why did you do this to me? You know I love you, girl. Like I said, he didn't say girl, but it's funnier when you say girl. You know I love you, girl. The defendant continues, listen, please listen, Erica. I've come to the realization that I'm not gonna leave you. You have my daughter. I know your potential. What you can be. What you can be. That's hilarious. What you can be. What is you? What are you? Are you from Zimbabwe or some shit? Then what you can be? I know who you are. What you can be. Oh my God. I want you to marry me. Put it on to make it wanna marry me. I wanna marry you, girl. And you know this. Quit playing these games. Quit playing games with my heart. oh, oh my God. The defendant continues by emphasizing that he and EP have a 16-year history, and the defendant is not finna play no more. I'm not finna play no more, Erica, I promise. This I promise you. Erica's like, are you just saying this shit just because? And Daryl's like, well, no, baby. But because of this situation, there's a possibility I might not get out of prison. That I could die in here, right? I'm sitting here, I'm facing 60 years for running over your foot. I attacked you, blacked your eye, ran over your foot. Facing 60 years. You got to keep your mouth shut. Daryl is so charming, isn't he? He's just so charming. Just the most charming. For the record, I am not a person. I'm a human being. I know that's right. Good point, Gail. Good point indeed. We must never forget that he is a human being. He's a human being an asshole. He's a human that is being a douche. Yes. That he is. I love that. I've come to the realization that I'm not going to leave you. It's funny, actually, in hindsight, reading this. I'm going to marry her. I want to marry her. I want her to be my wife. Because there's perks to that somehow. I'm going to tell you what's wrong with women who chase marriage. This person called a Daryl is aware of, he's even one of the people who's aware of this thing that marriage is something that women will seek. And even though he has nothing, owns nothing, knows nothing, he still feels he can hover marriage over someone's head. Like, if you get me out of this, since I, because you're running over your foot and stuff like that, if you get me out of this, I will marry you. And anybody in the chat, tell me what the perk would be to marrying a Daryl. I can't think of none. I can't think of none at all. Like, but it's funny reading this, like in hindsight, thinking of him when he was doing his interrogation. Right? And he was talking about, I'm going to marry her. Somebody need to tell her that, like, we're going to be together and, He was trying to get somebody to tell her that, because this is what he uses to get her to get him away, so he can get away with shit. And the difference is in that case, they weren't thinking about that stuff. They're thinking about this here parade. But of course, they didn't tell Daryl that. So Daryl still had hope that maybe he really was just in there because of the Erica stuff. He dumb as nails. I don't know how he thought that. All these people coming here to talk to you. You think they coming here to talk to you about Erica? The last time you hit her, ran her over with your car, you paid $1,000 and they let you go. You think they're making all this fuss about Erica? They clearly didn't give a shit about that. Okay. Oh my God. That is hilarious. Why you exactly, Deborah? Why you make me hurt you like that? You know I love you, girl. You know we gonna be together. Listen, please listen. I've come to the realization I'm not gonna leave you. You gotta call them people. It's the you gotta call them people for me. You got to call them people, honey. Okay, how we gonna be together if you don't call them people? You got to call them people is all I'm saying. One in the chat if you gonna call them people. 2 in the chat if you gonna let them rot. Well, he gonna be rotting. He gonna rot right up. Daryl, you slay me. Think how bad that would be. That would make my mama feel. If I gotta be in prison, if I gotta die in jail, think how bad that's gonna make my mama feel. My mama said. You didn't think about that before you went running your mouth. This man expects for somebody to let him run over their foot, punch him in the eye, turn that bitch black and blue, right? And then keep their mouth shut. This tiny little man, this tiny little jobless man who lives in his mother's car, isn't even a dad, has kids but ain't a dad, shot at his nephew. Impregnated a minor. Impregnated a minor. Oh my gosh, Daryl. You was headed to the penitentiary, period. That's where you was going one way or the other, honey. You just made it so that you never was going to ever even have an inkling of a chance of getting out. She gave you 1,000 goddamn years. Like, 1,000 years? You realize 1,000 years is like 10 lifetimes. And that's being generous, kind of, because not most people live to be 100. So, but if all people live to be 100, that would be 10 lifetimes. What is it, 10 or 100? 100 lifetimes. Sorry, 100 lifetimes, right? No, wait, 1,000 years is what? 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 100 is 1,000. No, 100 times 10 is 1,000. So 10 lifetimes, yeah. 10 lifetimes. Mama's math started not mathing in her head for a second there. Hey, Jared. Sorry, I'm smacking in here. We're in here reading Daryl's transcripts. These are Daryl's college transcripts. Daryl graduated, didn't you know? He graduated from life. He graduated to the penitentiary. Oh. They're gonna need to talk to her and need for her to be a witness. And she not gonna do that. Ain't that funny? He just knows she ain't gonna do that. He hadn't even talked to her yet. Look, that call with his mom where he said that to her was on the 3rd. The call with Erica was on the 4th. Listen to what he said to his mom the day before he talks to you. He didn't even talk to Erica yet. And he says to his mom, they're gonna need to talk to her and need for her to be a witness. And she not gonna do that. Ain't that something? He hadn't even talked to her yet. Math is street for meth. Is it? Oh my God. Is that true? I know my babies like to fool with mama. But y'all know mama don't be knowing. Is math street talk for meth? Is that true? Somebody tell me. Somebody confirm it. With a straight face and no crossed fingers. Damn. He got 600 years plus the additional 765. Wait, so he got 50? He got like 1,300 years? 14? Almost. He got almost 1,500 years. It just sounds funnier when I say 1,000. He got 1,000 years. See, it rolls right off the tongue. 1,000 years. What's it? 1,365 years. That's just not funny. Oh, somebody told me no. I thought that too. There's somebody who got more time than he did. He didn't break the record. So there's one more thing that Daryl failed at. Oh, Daryl. I can't believe all he had to pay was $1,000 to get out. I don't understand how bail works. Like, why is it so... Like, he ran over somebody's foot. But I guess if she said that it was an accident, I don't know how that stuff works. Like I said, mama's a legal beagle. I have no information about these things. I'm not very street savvy, if you will. I got all my street information from movies. It's funny too. Funny story. I actually grew up in like what one might call a, like a, I don't know what you might refer to it. Hood is the instinctive word I want to use. Like kind of what one might call the hood. And let me stop eating this thing. I'm smacking all in this thing. I grew up in like a hood like type area. And when I was like in school, well, I'll start with this. I wasn't aware of what was going on in my neighborhood. I didn't know what I was seeing, so I didn't know. Like there were like crackheads and stuff walking around, but I didn't know. So I didn't know what a crackhead was. So I had no idea that the people we would just see walking back and forth all day long were crackheads. I didn't know what I was seeing. So when I got older, and I remember talking to my brother about it, and I said, what happened like here? Like it's like it was not like this. Like we used to ride our bikes in the neighborhood. It was not like this when we were growing up. And he told me, he said, yes, it was. You just didn't know what you were looking at. It was just like this. They were doing the same thing when we were young. They were out there. It was the same thing. You just thought they were just regular people just walking around. You just thought it was just people outside. You just didn't know what it was. And I was like, word? We out there riding our bike, just chilling. We just playing in the neighborhood, playing hide and seek in the neighborhood and shit. Had no idea. I didn't know. But when I was in school, I would tell people, because I was such a goofball, and I would say, I live in the hood, like, you trying to prove yourself and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I live in the hood, I do. I had to try to prove it. And they'd be like, okay, fine. You might live in the hood. Okay, I'll give it to you. Maybe you live in the hood, but you be in the house. I was like, okay, you got me. You got me. So, look, and what? Oh, nobody tried to sell you a VCR for $10. Nope. They ain't trying to sell me no VCR for $10. But I do remember people doing stuff like, I do remember this. Well, I was a little bit older then, so I might have been a little bit more aware by then, like when I was like a teenager. Because I remember people used to do this thing like where people would, like you rent a car. They would rent a car from just like a random person though. So people would be driving around in a car and be like, where would you get this car from? And it would be like, they would say they borrowed it or whatever from whoever person. So it's like if a crackhead needed some stuff, and then the person wanted a car for the night, they would like give them some stuff for the car, I guess. And so there was these people driving around in these other people's cars. And I remember that. Like I was aware of that was like a thing that people would do. But that's yeah. Aside from that, I didn't really know. Oh, I don't even know what we were talking about that took me on that tangent. I don't even know, but it was probably about Daryl being a douche. Oh, math boy cockroach. That would be interesting though if that was true. I don't remember who said that earlier about the math boy being meth boy, like that being a street word for it. That would be funny. Like in a terrible way, but it would be funny. Let's see. Did the sentence come back? Oh, the sentence came
Brooks,
back.
I don't know what you have planned for your closing argument. So
I'm making a request, the same request. May I be able to put up
well,
exhibits?
I guess it depends on what it is, sir. So
I have an
I'm not going to
exhibit.
take up any more time because what I intend to do is once the state goes through its closing, I may take just a short comfort break depending on how long it is.
Mama love you.
And if there's something in particular, what are you will need to tell me what it is. As long as it's an exhibit from this case, then I wouldn't have an issue with it.
They would be from this case, obviously. It's just not nothing that the state has.
I'm not aware of exhibits that the state wouldn't have, that you would have. Everything that's been received, we have a list. So if it's not something that was received during this trial as an exhibit by the court, unless you tell me what it is so that I can make a ruling, I can't see how it would be relevant or appropriate for your closing argument.
They're part of my filings that you filed.
The filings have no relevance to the issues that are before the jury. The closing arguments are to direct the jury so that they have your arguments so that when they go back to determine the issues in this case, which are related to whether you're guilty or not guilty of the 76 charges, things like subject matter jurisdiction or would not be something that would be proper before.
Tam, that is hilarious. Tam said the crackheads in my old neighborhood Stole my neighbor's back door right off the hinges. Oh, they are creative, ain't they? I mean, they are creative, and you know what I'm saying. Make it do what it do, baby. Gotta make it do what it do.
This jury, those are legal issues that the court would decide. The jury is the judge of the facts. The court is the judge of the law. That's why I have all of these jury instructions to give to the jury.
I'm not referring to subject matter jurisdiction.
What are you referring to then? Be very specific so I can make a finding and rule.
He can't be because he don't have anything in mind.
My other filings.
That's not specific enough, sir. What are you referring to? Which filing?
Let me know when you're done, Your Honor.
Which filing, sir?
No, you didn't.
Not generally, but specifically.
Are you done?
Ooh. I hope you enjoy your 1,000 years.
Are you done?
I know she want to kick him right in his fucking head. Jesus, Deborah. She said she got robbed at gunpoint during the 90s when that shit hit the street. That's shocking because a crackhead usually won't hold on to something that valuable. They sell that shit immediately. Yeah, it's cray-cray. I ain't never seen a crackhead with a gun before. That is way too much easy money right there. I ain't never, ever seen a crackhead with a gun. He would only get there be a stick up one person. He's immediately gonna sell that thing. Or just trade it for some stuff. I think it also depends on where you live at too, and what other activity he was into. Like a regular crackhead is a little different, but like if he's like a weird gang member or something who happens to do crack. Honestly, even then, you can't even focus on your gang activity if you on crack. Oh yeah. Yeah, Deborah, that's probably it. Ressie said the gun probably wasn't real. Yeah, that sounds like something a crackhead would do. Yeah, they'll even have it in their pocket. It'd be like their finger in their pocket, but they'd be pushing it out, like making it look like it's shaped like a gun. They'd be like, put your hands up. Be like, pull your gun out first. You ain't about to almost rob my ass. Pull your gun out so that I can be rightfully afraid, okay? I can put my hand in my pocket right now and threaten you the same way you are me. Oh my God. Matthew Forrest. Crackheads are immortal. They just all in jail. They do kind of seem like that, don't they? Yeah, they'll risk it all for $5, honey. Risk it all. Sell their children, rent them out. Crackheads also stole my parents' trash can with the trash in it. They stole the trash can with the trash in it. Oh my God. Oh, the PJs. Oh my God, I love the PJs. That shit was hilarious. That was hilarious. The PJs. Remember how long that dude's head was? Look at that long ass fucking face. Classic. Yeah, they would clean a car for $2. You could ask them. You could be like, man, I want a stereo or something. And then the crackhead would leave, come back in 2 hours with a fucking stereo to sell you for $15. But you know he done took that from somebody else. Oh my God. This shit is hilarious. I'm going to tell you though, if you could take the hustle of a crackhead and put it into somebody, just the hustle of the crackhead. Because I'm going to tell you this. You know how much money a crackhead comes up with in a day? Like, all crackheads are millionaires. All crackheads are millionaires. If like the thought, they will. It's by any means necessary, and they move so motherfucking fast. You know, so they're hard to catch. You know, they're just like roaches, kind of, because you know you try to kill them and they just. What is it? What bug is that? That when you try to kill it, it's like hard to kill. But they're like whatever bug that is. They're like hard to catch. You know what I'm saying? They be moving. Oh, that's what it is. It's not that they're hard to kill. It's that they're hard to catch. So, yeah, so they're kind of like roaches. Like, you see them, it's like, oh, you go try to get them, and they be bobbing and weaving. And they're so agile. They're so agile. Oh my God. Oh, Les is smilingly trying. So glad to catch the live. I adore you and love you too. Going to get some merch also. Oh. Love to hang out and laugh with you and your chat. Be kind to someone and don't forget to be kind to yourself. Hugs and kisses. Absolutely. Be kind to someone else. Thank you, Les. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Be kind to someone. Everybody who is in this chat, you just heard me say it. So tomorrow is going to be an acts of service day. So you're all going to do a good deed. Okay? Tomorrow will be good deed day. I do good deeds every day. I'll be looking for a good deed to do. It makes me feel powerful. I'd be like, you're not doing that for them, you're doing that for you. I'm like, I don't care. I'm doing it. It makes me feel powerful. Like, because I like to affect change. I can't say that enough. I love to affect change. I like to feel like most of my life I just wanted to not make ripples. And now it's like I want to make ripples, but only good ones, because I like to see if it changes anything. I like to send out some kind of good vibration into the world, and then I just watch from my window to see if there's a change. The hope is that one day the world won't look like it does now. People won't be as they are now. And then maybe one day I'll want to come outside. But the reason I don't like to come outside is because of people. How they are. So you see people all over the place, but somehow you still feel like you're the only person. You act like you're the only person that matters. Somehow. I don't understand how. I don't understand how they do it. They see people all day long. They drive by them. You're clearly not the only person. But they still manage to behave as they are. And it just makes mama not want to go outside. I'm like, I just can't stand the energy. It's too heavy. Ugh, it weighs me down. That's why, another reason why I appreciate you guys. Because I know that this is not what YouTube chats usually look like. I've been in them. I've been in the YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? And this isn't usually what they look like. They don't look like my chat. This is a very unique situation that I'm in. Most people do not have what I have here with you guys. Like this is a very, very, very. This is a dope ass chat. Like my followers, my subscribers are. It's just different. I don't know how it happened. But I'm happy that it happened. I'm like, especially because I mean, that was one of the things that just made me be like, oh God, I really want to be doing this. It's just like this hopeless kind of like thing. It's like people are just so weird. And then bam. Oh, it's funny that it was Daryl that brought us together. It was my disdain for Daryl and feeling the need to roast the shit out of him, like thoroughly. And then I was gifted with you guys to bring my spirits back up, because that fucked me up. Yes, we can all hate him together, and we do. We can and we will. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Oh, that's Mama's way of saying Mama love you.
Sir, that's very rude and disrespectful.
I didn't know if you was finna say something. That's why I'm asking, are you done?
What filing
Your Honor,
are
how
you
come
referring
every
to?
time even when I try to err on the side of caution, you find some way to make it to be something that it's not? I didn't know if you was gonna say something else.
Look at her.
I've asked a question, sir. So when I do that, I would hope it would convey to you I'm looking for an answer. So which filing are you referring to?
All my filings, my notice of appearance, my statement of particulars, my bond, the court docket sheet, all of those filings.
The request to display those to the jury is denied. It's not relevant.
We mama's chilling.
That's my determination, sir. So I'll take.
I like that. I like that, Dizzy. We are the world. We mama's chillin'. That's like children's, but that's how you say chillins. That's my chillins. My chillins. We mama chillin'. Oh. Yeah, sleep tight, Timmy. Timmy. You know what, y'all? Mama's been having a hard time waking up in the morning. So I feel like we had a good little session here. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go on and shut it on down, and then Mama gonna try to actually get some actual good sleep. We did 2 hours and 17 minutes. Oh, AJ, you coming in right at the end, honey. We to close it out. He talking about something. AJ9 was hoping you would be live tonight. I was left. Oh, my babies. The left hand isn't supposed to know what the right hand does. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Mama love you. Yes, you do. Gary Davies says, carry on. Mama love you. Yes, she do. My cousin's husband singing "We Are the World" with Michael. My cousin's husband's sister's cousin's Navy buddy. Had made the shoes that Michael Jackson was wearing when he was in the Pepsi commercial. You hear all of that? It's gonna be hard to disprove what I just told you. All right, y'all. Let's throw our tomatoes at Daryl. On 3, we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3. Boo! Tomato. Ride it, my baloney pony. Whoa. Ghosts and tomatoes. Oh, ghost tomatoes. Ghost tomatoes. Boo tomatoes. Boo tomatoes for Daryl. Boo tomatoes. Boo tomatoes for Daryl. Boo tomato. Did you get a license place? I don't know. How do you afford a license place? I am Jason. Hey, Jason, what's up? What's up, boo? Let me introduce y'all to Jason. This here is Jason, y'all. Jason is one of my first big supporters. He used to hold Mama down. He was like a Deborah of sorts. Before there was a Deborah, there was a Jason. We used to hold Mama down. I am Jason. Said, what up? Stopping in to show some love. Ice kisses a lot of your lives. Been busy, stay safe. Thank you, Jason. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Oh, yes, indeed. All right, y'all. Let's head on out. Mama love you. Okay. Y'all sleep tight. Remember, good deeds tomorrow. Okay. That's the mission. Okay. A good deed. We're going to see if it sends out a ripple. If enough people do it, it will make a ripple. Understand this. Like if the whole world, if everybody in the world literally on this one day just did a good deed, just whatever their version of whatever a good deed, imagine the shift that could happen. So it matters. Just so you know. All right. I'm gonna love y'all. Okay. Y'all behave, because I'm not gonna do it. Absolutely not. Bye, Alden. Okay. Peace.